Welcome to the Belivers meet and greet with yours truly, April 2.0, because that's what y'all know me as. And I had a little bit of, I have a lot of time actually, because, it's a long story, really. It's been a weird week. It's been a weird year, really. So we decided not to do I decided not to do our net friending shows this week on Monday through Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, like normal. And so we decided to do a show over at Mommy Talk Live, but we had run into some issues last night with our show. Yeah. So, we're on hiatus tonight, and hopefully we'll be back in action tomorrow and Thursday. And I thought maybe there's some people around tonight who might want to jump into a seat, but there's this many viewers right now. How is it that we have 5? Let me take a look. Let's see. How many people are in the group? I'm talking to myself because there's nobody here. There's, where did they go? 5,249 people in this group. And I have this many viewers. That many. How is this even possible? Where's everybody at? Because I can't have a conversation if there's nobody here. Well, I can, but that wouldn't be any fun. So I put up the lower thirds, Belivers meet and greet. And that way, if anybody's here and you happen to pop in, you will see me yakking away to myself. And I was thinking, what am I going to talk about? And so I thought, I don't know. And it doesn't matter because it's always about the people. So I thought, I'm gonna jump in here and just be me. Unscripted, unplanned, unprepared. No, I'm always prepared. And just see who shows up. I know Jeff, I think, is doing a show tomorrow. Join Jeff Adams tomorrow at 8:00 p.m. Eastern time. So shout out to Jeff. Tomorrow night, Jeff Adams is doing the Belivers community show, and his co-host this week is Beliver Marie Andrew Piazza. And you can join the broadcast with them with the guest link that he has posted inside the Belivers group, and it is a pinned post. Wow, y'all, this is telling. 5,249 people inside the Belivers group, and not a one person here. Not one. Oh, I lied. There's one. I was just saying there's nobody here. But there is. So it's telling that there's 5,000 people, and the odds that at least one person would just pop in and say, "What's going on?" would be immense, huge. But it was 4 minutes before one person came in here. What's up with that? Am I scary? I think I'm scary. I'm scaring people away. I just want to get people engaged here. Look, the one person that was here is gone. What must we do to get people in this group to engage? I want to know. I don't know what I don't know. So I'm just hopping around. I'm just sitting here waiting. Just waiting for somebody to show up who wants to have a conversation. And in the meantime, I want to, if I'm going to be sitting here talking to myself and stuff, looking all crazy, I want to, there's a lot of people inside the Belivers group that I can definitely give shout outs to, starting with Mr. Stephen Healy, who I see is still awake. Hi, Stephen. It's 9:05 Eastern time, so it's got to be like, what, 2 o'clock in the morning where you are? Oh, my goodness. Go to bed. Stephen Healy is, I'm going to call him the premier, primary, most dedicated BeLive moderator of all time. So shout out to Mr. Stephen Healy, the man, not the myth, but the legend. Stephen Healy is a BeLive legend. Yes, I said it. Hold on, let me put it on the screen. I'm entertaining myself. It doesn't matter to me if y'all are here or not. Stephen Healy, BeLive.tv legend. There you go. Boom, shakalaka, right there. So Stephen Healy is, oh my gosh, I don't know how that man does it. He's creating Udemy courses and he's doing shows like a bazillion times a day, and he's approving people into the Belivers group, and he's answering questions, and he knows all of that tech stuff. So if ever you're stuck and you don't have the answer to a BeLive.tv question, I'm going to guess about 90% of the time he has the answer. And for that 10% that he doesn't, he is going to search out to find you the best answer that he can possibly find you, because he's just that dedicated. Let's see, who else can I shout out while I'm here? Of course, Daniel, Mayer, and Tzafir Rehan. Oh my gosh, I probably should have started shouting you out first, because you kind of started this whole platform, Tzafir and Daniel. Daniel and Tzafir. Shout out. Boom. Just like that. Instant shout out. I want to thank them for always keeping us in mind when they create these amazing things like the agenda feature, the sharing of your desktop, sharing of images, 4 seats. 1, 2, 3, 4 seats. I started BeLive. I started using BeLive when it was in beta in October 2016. And there was only solo. And I don't even know if at the very, very beginning, yeah, I think they did have face-to-face is what they called it, but now it's called interview. It started out with people mostly doing solo and then getting comfortable with the face-to-face, aka interview. And we were so excited when we got a 3rd seat. And I remember being home. I think I left work early, or I stayed home that day. I don't even remember. I think I left work early that day so that I could join Jeff Adams in the broadcast. And what? Oh, Steven. Go to bed, Steve. Steven's messaging me. When I started doing BeLive and we got the 3rd seat and I jumped into the show with Jeff Adams, actually, I think he asked me to be on the show with him for that monumental moment, M squared, for the 3rd seat. I got really emotional because it was a pivotal moment for BeLive.tv and for all of us who use the platform. And now here we are, October to October, November, December, January, February, a year and 5 months later since beta, and we have 4 seats, and people aren't utilizing them. Some people are. I would love to see more shows where the hosts invite the guests into the broadcast, or people from the live studio audience into the broadcast. So that's my tip of the day. I'm just, looking everywhere. Stephen is sleepwalking. He's messaging me about rules for stuff. That man never stops. He is all Belivers, all BeLive.tv all the time. Anyway, yeah. So I just wanted to see if anybody was going to come out here and join me. But at 9:11, 11 minutes I've been here, and one person's popped in and out twice. I don't know if it's the same person because they don't say anything. What if I put something up on the screen? What do we have in common? So, person A, what do we have in common? Maybe I should demonstrate what it's like when you actually have a conversation with somebody else who you don't even know. I would say, I'm going to make up a name. Hi, Jennifer Smith. It's so lovely to meet you. I've seen you in the Belivers group. I've caught some of your shows. And I think we might have some overlap in what we're doing. And maybe we can actually consider collaborating on something or sharing our communities with one another. That way we can, grow our community by leaps and bounds without, maybe chasing an algorithm or 2 or 3 or 5 or 100,000. Oh yeah, April. I know that you're a special needs mom, and I have a friend who's a special needs parent, and she does a show. And see how that happens, where you just have a conversation and you find out what you have in common and how you can help each other. So how can we help each other with what we have in common? Maybe me as a special needs mom, you can connect me with your friend who is a special needs mom who's already doing a show, and I can be a guest. And then you can come on the show and talk about how you connected us. And then all 3 of us have visibility that way. It's amazing, the magic that can happen if only we become creative and actually think outside the box, right? Who do you know that I should know? I have a lot of people that I introduce others to. So for starters, I knew Jorge Narvaez. I was introduced to him through his viral video. I want to say it was like 8 years ago. I don't even know. No, maybe 7, because I think my son was already born. Jorge had a video that went viral, and he went on the Ellen show, and I think he was on America's Got Talent with his daughter. And I remembered him when I saw him jump into Jeff Adams' BeLive Weekly show, because he was checking out the BeLive.tv platform, and I connected with him, and he came on our show within a night or 2 after meeting, just to kind of check it out and get the lay of the land. And we've remained in contact, and he and his wife are doing amazing things for other people, talking about family issues, talking about bullying, and really important topics. And parenting. Oh my goodness, parenting. Let me here. Jorge Narvaez. And this, for anybody who wants to check it out, that's where you can find him. Jorge is a power BeLive.tv user. And I recently connected him with Owen Hemsath, who is the host of the Be Live weekly show, which actually that happened yesterday. He does that show on Mondays, I believe at 3:00 Eastern. And I'm friends with Owen Hemsath, and I saw him post asking about if anybody knew YouTubers in the, I want to say in the San Diego area. And I knew that Jorge was in California. So I was like, oh my gosh, you need to know him. And I thought they already knew each other. So I put Jorge's name, I tagged him in Owen's post, thinking that they already probably knew of each other, and maybe they did know of each other, but just hadn't connected. I don't really know the full story, but I connected them together in Messenger, and Jorge ended up filling a slot at Social Media Marketing World, I believe, and it was because of that connection. And I'm sure that Owen and Jorge are going to go on to do amazing collaborations together. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. I see it. I see it in my vision. But I connected them, and Owen Hemsath, y'all know Owen Video. Owen is amazing. There's amazing stuff going on right there, because Jorge and his wife Nancy, they do their live streaming together at times, and Owen and his wife Teresa do their live streams together at times, and they're both talking about great topics. Like I said, there's Jorge and Nancy are talking about parenting and marriage and family and pushing outside of your comfort zone and storytelling. And Owen and his wife Teresa are talking about the thriving sexy marriage. Oh my gosh, that's like my favorite show ever. And the Christian perspective. And Owen, of course, is a YouTube influencer as well, and he's on Facebook, and they're talking about family, and they're doing these cute little videos that they're putting together, like these little skits that they're putting on their Thriving Sexy Marriage page, and I kind of look forward to those now. In fact, come to think of it, I haven't seen that in a while, but go check them out. Let me put that on the screen because I can. Thriving, sexy marriage. Owen and Teresa. Boom. Who else? I feel like that's right. I connected Owen and Christy McGlothlin. So Christy McGlothlin has a Facebook watch page called Mommy Talk Live. Oh my goodness. There's so many people that you guys need to know. McGlothlin. Mommy, you guys are just going to hear me typing, and that's okay. Mommy Talk Live. She's got people doing shows on that page, and all kinds of shows centered around mommies, not necessarily mommy topics per se, but topics that would be interesting to moms who are starting businesses, moms who are in business, even topics about relationships and intimacy and things that some people don't talk about. So, yeah, I connected Owen and Christy right after Christy was on my show, and then actually met Christy in person this weekend, which was super cool. she came rushing into the McDonald's where we met, and she was like, April 2.0, April 2.0, oh my goodness. And we hugged, and I met our mutual friend Ula in person, Ula Tinsley, because she was along on the road trip with Christy, coming here to Tennessee from North Carolina to go promote a movie that she produced called Unbridled. And I'll go back and put the links to all of these pages and people and stuff in the comments when I'm done. Christy was here promoting her movie that's actually going to come out on April 27th. And through Christy, I met Ula, who Christy had just met a couple of weeks prior, not met in person, but met virtually. And Ula has an autistic child and around the same age as mine. So they got to meet my son because I had my son with me, and we all hugged and we did a live stream together right there in the McDonald's, and everybody thought we were crazy. But connection. This is the first time I've actually met somebody who's live streaming in person. And it was so amazing to get to hug them and laugh with them in person. And yes, even watch them chew their food. Because come on. You know, I think and when we do live streaming, we start to see people as like pseudo celebrities, right? Because these people are inside of our screens every day, and they're becoming popular among the community. And it's like, oh my gosh, I'm actually talking to Christy. And Christy's like, oh my gosh, I'm actually talking to April 2.0. And it's an amazing thing, this live streaming stuff. And there's so much more to it than just turning on a show or pressing a button and going live. There's so much more to it than that. This is truly where the magic happens. Lives can be changed. Doors can be opened. Opportunities can show up in abundance to the point where you find yourself becoming so popular in what you're doing that people resonate with it. And at some point, you actually have so many opportunities coming your way that you have to turn things down. I love live streaming. I love BeLive.tv. I even love doing this when there's nobody here listening, because I know you guys are going to catch this on replay. And I love putting people together. That's my strength. That is my superpower, because I'm a really great listener. And when people share their stories with me, I remember them. And the next time I meet a person, I can quickly recall, oh my goodness, I know so-and-so, and they're doing something similar to you, or they have overlap with you, or I just think your personalities would be a total fit and you guys need to meet. And I would love to see more people doing that. And I could go on and on for a decade sitting here talking by myself, which is why Daniel and Tzafir made me the first case study that they put up on their website back when they were still in beta. They didn't even tell me that they did it. And that video that they put on their website actually at one point had 4,444 views. And I met people because that video was on their website. And it got taken down because it was replaced with, well, you know, I shouldn't be sad, because if anybody's going to replace my case study video, I'm honored that they replaced it with Mari Smith. Oh, but see, this is what I love about BeLive.tv, the little surprises that they do for the community. Look at that right there. Wait, no, not right there. I always get that wrong. You see that right there? Tick tickle, tickle. I'm tickling the heart. There's a heart there. And it says, empowered by BeLive.tv. It used to say powered by BeLive.tv, but I made the recommendation during one of Jeff's shows early on, right before they came up with that you could put your own customized logo. I said, oh, that should say empowered by BeLive.tv, because you all are empowering us through the use of the platform. And they were so excited because they liked my idea, but apparently they didn't like it for everybody, because they made that logo just for me back in like January of 2017. And I've kept it, mostly because I don't have my own logo. And because that little logo right there is important to me, because it tells me I matter, you know, as part of this community, I matter. And I cherish little things like that, because to me, it's not little, because I know that they put their heart into making that for me. And they were so excited watching. They were watching to see when I was going to go live and to see when I would notice that. And actually, I ended up not noticing it until I was watching the replay. Because who looks up at the corner of their screen? So these are just little treasures of information that I like to share, because I've been with BeLive.tv as a user, as a community member, as really a part of the team since they started, even when I wasn't really part of the team, because the Belivers group didn't start until January of 2017. And yeah, I don't remember how long it was before they added moderators, but I was honored to become a moderator in this group. I think there's a certain amount of prestige that comes with that. There's how shall I say, the people who put their faith in you. And by the people, I mean Daniel, Tzafir, and the team. You know, they put their faith in us as moderators to keep the community going. And, you know, the admins of the page and the people who are doing the shows, Jeff and Owen and Molly and Ross and Rachel, the people who are bringing folks to the platform, the people who are keeping the folks here at BeLive.tv. It's a magical organization. It's just, you know, there's people who come in here and gripe at times about technology not working. And, you know, it's always people who tend to complain a lot, that make the loudest noise, that you go, oh man, there's a lot of people complaining today. Man, this platform must not be so great. The thing is that there's so many more people who love this platform, who enjoy it, who can't get enough of it. And they're just not as vocal about it, because I don't know why. I would love to see more people coming in here and brand championing what Daniel and Tzafir are doing, because I don't want to hear bad stories. I don't want to hear complaining. I want to hear the positive stuff. There's enough negative on social media. I would love for somebody to come in here and just talk about how much they love BeLive.tv and share their experiences and how their community has grown as a result of using this platform. What kind of connections have you made because of BeLive.tv and how it shows up for you and your brand? That's huge. That's great testimonial, and you never know when they're going to put it on their website or promote you on their page, because yeah, everybody wants to be highlighted and spotlighted, right? At some time or another. And I love that Owen is doing that on Be Live Weekly now, because Cheryl Piper was on Owen's show yesterday. He gave her a moment in the spotlight. Actually, it was more than a moment. He gave her some time in the spotlight to talk about what she's doing and how she's using live stream to share her message and promote her business. And it's great because, there's a lot of people who don't have big tribes, and the Be Live Weekly show gets a lot of people watching. And so you're then given the opportunity to share your message with people who might not have met you and heard about you otherwise. So I love it. And to the one person who is here, I'm actually getting ready to sign off because nobody wants to talk to me. But that's okay, because hi, Jorge. I was talking about you before, you and Owen, and how that connection was born, and how I would love for more people to do that, and how you can use this platform to really make some great connections. Where is everybody tonight? I was saying there's 5,249 people in this dang group, and nobody's here. Like, I literally had this many people for the last 30 minutes. What's wrong with that picture? I don't know. Maybe everybody watched Ross and Rachel earlier, and they're tired now. Anyway, I think I have a headache, actually. I had some time on my hands, as they say, so I figured I'd come in here and give people an opportunity to jump in a seat and have a conversation. They're eating taco. Is it Taco Tuesday? That's right. They're eating tacos. Why did I not think of that? I thought it was just because nobody loves me. No. Listen, I know. While everybody's live streaming during the day, I'm in corporate America during the day, stressed out, and yeah, getting headaches while everybody's having fun live streaming, and then I miss all the action, and then I come here at night and it's like crickets. But it's all good. And listen, you and Nancy need to come on our show, because I would love to have a conversation with both of you and see what we can do together, collaborate. I know that you have important messages to get out, as do myself and Roy, and we have a huge vision. We do. People search engine. That's what we're building. We just need a tribe of 121 people. That's all. Just 121 people to lead their own tribes. And then the rest, as they say, is the snowball being packed. And then it will just roll down the hill all by itself. So, yeah. Now there's 2 people here. 2 people. I'm impressed. I have to get up early for work in the morning. Aren't you sad for me? I have to be up at like 5:40. So I'll actually get to sleep early tonight, and I might actually get some sleep once this headache goes away. So y'all can catch this on the replay, and people will hear me taking a walk down memory lane of how Be Live started, and my memories of the little cute things that hi, Sarah. She's like, I'm one of the, well, actually there's 3 now. It always works out that way. You know, when you say, oh, I think I'm going to go now, then everybody shows up. I was just walking down memory lane all by myself, talking about when Be Live was in beta and when I was there at the beginning and just watching it evolve. Oh, no, listen, you have plenty of people chiming in on your live streams, Jorge. I'm thankful that you put my stuff up on the screen because, you know, like you have like 1,000,001 people that come and see you every day. And so that is just that you recognize, you know, who I am, not what I do, but who I am. That lit up my day today. That, you know, that shout out and thanking me for connecting you with Owen. And actually, Owen thanked me yesterday during his Be Live Weekly show for connecting you both together. So yeah, I love it. It's part of my portfolio, actually. Back when April 2.0 connected like two influencers together, and she herself is not an influencer. So that's like, you know, that'll be my before and after picture. So no, but I love your candor with Nancy. I love how open you both are about your struggles, your marriage, your parenting, your backgrounds from when you were children, and how you want to help other people, because that's exactly what I want to do. So that totally resonates with me. And I think that it's great that you and Owen have connected, because I think beyond just, you know, being influencers and having YouTube in common, and you both are really deep into family, and the world needs more of that. So I see even more collaboration between the two of you together. I think that would be huge, huge in my opinion. And I'm sure you've seen they do the Thriving Sexy Marriage. I would love to see you and Nancy be guests on his show. That would be awesome. Thank you. I'm just me. It's not about how many followers one has. It's about our message and how good of a human you are. Yes, I agree. I know. You're right. But at the end of the day, that's not going to bring me home. I have a hashtag, actually. Bring April home. That is a hashtag that Adair Palmer came up with, because I want to get out of the corporate world. I've been at the same job for 23 years, and oh my gosh, it just gets worse and worse and worse every day. But I am blooming right where I'm planted, because that is apparently the plan that God has for me at this point in time. And I want to, hi Jorge, I want to leave a legacy behind for my son and do something in this world that people are proud of, that he can be proud of. So it's all about the lives that you impact. And I see you there, Eddie. Hi, Eddie. Yeah, you just, you know, even doing a live stream into the Belivers group where there's like literally at a max 3 people that come in, you never know. That one thing that you say at that one moment with that one person, you just never know. So if I have to leave you with a tip for the day, 39 minutes later, and I don't even know what I've talked about. If I had to leave you with one tip for the day, it would be just exactly what Jorge said. It's not about how many followers one has. It's about our message and how good of a human we are. Let that marinate for a second, because if you can impact one life, if you can make the difference in just one person's life, what a blessing that is. I've impacted people Lord, I don't know how, but I have. And they've come to tell me about it. And it is the best feeling ever, because sometimes you just need the right person to walk alongside of you, to invest in you, to invest their time with you, and to just help you get unstuck in places in your life where other people couldn't help you. So don't ever shortchange yourself in what you're doing. Don't quit when things aren't happening fast enough for you or your business. Jorge said something earlier that resonated with me when I commented in his live stream. He said, keep nurturing your connections. Continue to enrich those connections. So, we're always striving to find more people. We need to connect with more people, new people, more people. What about the people who are already in our life? Like Jorge. He's a connection that I've made. And I don't always speak to him because he's busy. I'm busy. I reach out to him when I catch a show of his where something really resonates with me, and I'll send him an audio. And, when there's something going on where he thinks about me, he'll reach out. But it's true, we're so busy chasing new people and more people. What about really investing in the people who are already behind us, in front of us, next to us, beside us? Let's invest in the people who are already investing in us. I have a selfie quote that I came up with a while back. Don't invest your time with people who are only spending their time with you. We talk about ROI all the time, return on investment, right there. Don't invest your time with people who are only spending their time with you, because that's not going to be fruitful. I promise that won't be fruitful. And we do have full lives. So when your life is full, I don't say busy because that's like a negative word. When our lives are full and overflowing because, we're taking our kids to doctors, picking them up from school, taking them to games, parties, going to work, investing time with family, life gets crazy hectic in a good way. And so some of the friendships that we have might suffer a bit. Hey, Dale. So when you have friendships that are kind of falling by the wayside, because you're not investing time with those friends, then, just think about how important that person is in your life, and do you want to invest time with them and keep that friendship nurtured and growing? And what can you do in order for that to happen? I would say, if you can't make time to connect in person, or if it's a virtual friendship and you can't make time as often as you'd like to connect and have an actual conversation, at least stop into their private messenger every now and again and send a GIF, or send a meme, or send a note that says, I'm thinking of you, I miss you, or just, indeed. Is that your tagline, Dale? God is good. Always. Always good. Actually, God is great. And that's what I always hang on to. It's what keeps me going. Because it's way too easy to get stuck inside those negative thoughts that creep into your head. Most definitely. So, anywho, I'm getting sleepy. I feel myself. I've been here 45 minutes and like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the other 5,248 people are at that are in the Belivers group. But it's all good. The right people show up and hear what they need to hear when they need to hear it. So, anywho, for those who will catch the replay, thank you for investing your time with me. And next time I'm here, come in and do a Belivers meet and greet right there. So, if y'all ever want to catch me, I am always, except for this week, but maybe this week, it all depends. Monday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm over at facebook.com, fb.com/netfriending, or you can follow my profile. You can. I'm very selective about accepting friend requests. I've actually whittled my friends list down to like under 140 because I believe in, hi Adair. I believe in, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know because I'm sleepy. I believe in deep relationships, and it's not about how many people you're connected with. It's about how much you value those connections that you already have. So if anybody ever wants to reach out to me, you can follow my profile and connect with me via Messenger. But the friend request thing, I don't know. I think Mark Zuckerberg needs to rethink that a little bit because so many people have friend requested me and they don't even know why. Hello. She said hello. Hiya there. I've been here for 47 minutes and I think the most I had were 3 concurrent viewers, and that was for like a maximum of 20 seconds. I have 5,249 people in this group and I've had 3 people. Crazy. Okay, maybe I had 4 people. Are you doing a show right now? I'll come watch you. Is it like with guests and stuff? Because I'm showless tonight. Showless tonight. Anywho, I'm gonna jump off of here because nobody loves me. Nobody loves April 2.0 except the 4 people that were here tonight. And that's okay. I'm just teasing. I love you. And I'm going to go check out Adair's show because I love Adair. BeLive.tv every Wednesday at 2. Australian something daylight time. I loves ya. Back at ya. I'm going to go check out Adair's show. You should too. And I will eventually come back here and put links to Jorge's page, Owen's page, Adair's page. Yeah. Anybody who's got a page, for crying out loud. I'm all about brand championing you. Pour into others and they will pour back into you. That's what I'm going to leave you with tonight. This is April 2.0 signing off. Have a great evening or morning if you're where Adair lives. Good night.